Primal Chaos.
Hey guys, Primal Chaos here. Welcome to the channel. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Enchroma Glasses. Enchroma makes corrective lenses and glasses for people with all kinds of color deficiencies. So if you're colorblind or you know someone who is, check out their website. And if you use the code CHAOS in checkout, CHAOS, you'll get 10% off. Tell them Primal Chaos sent you. We're going to dive right in. I'm really excited about this one because I don't know that I've ever done a Dimash music video. I've only ever seemed to have done live performances or, you know, things where he was performing at an event, or, that type of thing. So I'll be interested to see how, you know, they sort of construct a music video around him as an artist, you know, because it is a large part of the artist canvas of like a performer is, you know, their music video content as well. So I'm really keen. Let's check it out. This is Love of Tired Swans by Dimash, a relatively older one. But I'm sure you guys know better than I do. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Wow.
Посмотри мне в глаза, ты прости мне, я сожалею, я люблю тебя, жизнь моя, без тепла, я тобой болею, удержать не смогли, мы устали, нам очень трудно, я совсем один, ты пойми, без любви ничего не нужно.
So much breathing room in that section. It's really nice. I really love this register of Dimash's voice. It's so just...
Не могут жить в разлуке лебеди. Подожди, не спеши. В разлуке боль сильней. Любовь мою согрей. Любовь уставших лебедей. Мои дни без души. Я скучаю.
It's like a duet, but it's not.
Мы еще близки. Не молчи. Позови. Без любви не больно. Я прошу. Уступи. Мои чувства. Не моя проза. Иногда
The song builds so beautifully, man. Wow.
Не могут жить в разлуке лебеди.
Those notes.
Посильней, любовь мою согрей, любовь уставших лебедей, лебедей.
Wow. Like, well, I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I feel like it's kind of like it's a disservice to the song to even talk about it, you know. That was stunning. First of all, I mentioned during the song how beautifully the song builds over time, and it's got this rich complexity to the melody and harmony that sort of keeps it interesting. It never feels like any part is repeated. Or at least if it is, it's repeated in a completely different and unconventional way. Obviously, Dimash's voice is stellar. Like, you know, I say this every single time, but I feel like a lot of people who are kind of new to Dimash fixate on his immaculate range and his ability to sing in a bunch of different registers equally as well as any other. But man, his general sort of lower timbre sort of voice is so rich and beautiful. It's mind-boggling how amazing he is just as a general singer. And then he throws on that range. You know, there's a part there where it seems like the song's a duet where the female voice comes in, but it's still Dimash. Like, it's, you know, I mean, his magic will never cease to amaze me. But I mean, we've talked about all that before, and I could go on about Dimash's voice all day, and you know, but there was nothing here that stood out other than it was just pure perfection. Everything, every single note, every articulation, every choice, every inflection was spot on and perfect. So in that regard, there's very little to talk about. What I do want to talk about is from the perspective of someone who's never watched a Dimash music video before. I think this was a beautiful place to start because it has such an intense narrative. I loved the fact, you know, like that it sort of starts with the chaos and then it sort of evolves into okay, we see the swans existing and, you know, being beautiful. And then some demonic force or whatever comes through and starts clipping their wings. And Dimash's tenacity and his sort of his rebelliousness allows him to circumvent that, and through his sheer power, the power of his voice, he sort of explodes that paradigm out and draws power or sort of like inflicts his power upon the landscape, pulling everybody else up with him. And I think that's just, it's a stunning narrative, and it's sort of, you know, it's not outside the realms of possibility with Dimash's voice, you know. I think that's what he does with his community of fans. You know, the power of his voice is what lifts everybody. I've read so many comments, hundreds of comments from people who look up to Dimash as being sort of like a deity almost, where, you know, without him in their lives, there's no magic, you know. And so I think this video may be kind of like an allegory for how his power is the ability to pull people out of the grip of like their day-to-day lives, you know. And that's fascinating. It really is. He's a wizard. He's magic. There's no other way to describe it other than that. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful video. And of course, Dimash is always perfection. So what are you going to do? I just hope that, you know, there's people watching this who have maybe followed my channel and they've never really heard Dimash and they're giving it a shot through my channel. If that's you, hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear from people who this is your first experience with Dimash. Because, you know, there's so much more you could explore outside of this. Is literally, I mean, the fans will tell you. I'm sure that they'll jump into the comments and let you know everything that you should probably check out. But yeah, this was just a stunning performance, and I'm glad I did this reaction. I haven't done any Dimash for a while, so yeah. So if you feel like I've brightened your day at all, feel free to support the channel. Just buy me a coffee. I'll leave a link in the description, or you can just hit the thanks button under the video. It's got a heart shape, and that's the way that YouTube's created to help support creators without having to leave the app. Also, as I've talked about earlier in the video, community is really important to me, and I want you to be a part of the community. So don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell, and that way you'll be aware of any other videos that sort of pop up, or you know, anything that I'm discussing in regards to the reactions and things like that. So I'd really appreciate your support there. Thanks again, guys. Stick around for the sponsor, but other than that, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Hey guys, this video is made possible by Enchroma. 1 in 6 guys and 1 in 200 women are colorblind, and if that happens to be you, there's something you can do about it. Click the link in the description, it'll take you to Enchroma's website where you can get a free eye test. And while you're there, maybe pick up some corrective lenses. They've got styles to suit everybody and a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you got really nothing to lose. And while you're there, use the code CHAOS in checkout to get 10% off. Tell them Primal Chaos sent you.